Awesome. Down payments in the bank. Great job on saving. You've budgeted and you're getting ready to jump into the home market. Hello, I'm Carla Lee, Senior Mortgage Advisor. Let's explore what other monies are needed. Down payment is only one of the baskets of money that you will need to have set aside when you are ready to buy. There are also closing costs. What are those? Typically, you're going to have an appraisal, which they need to validate the value of the property before they give you the money for the mortgage. The credit report, that is needed to be able to determine eligibility for loan program, and it influences interest rates as well as your closing cost. Title insurance, they need to make sure that the property is clear and free of any encumbrances that could prevent you from having successful ownership. Escrow fees and recording charges. These are just some of the third-party fees. Points and underwriting fees are also typical charges that a lender can have. Funds that are needed for prepaid items also need to be set aside to set up the reserve account. These funds are used to cover the property taxes and your homeowner's insurance when they come due. Renewals on the taxes in the state of Washington are twice a year, and your homeowner's insurance renews once a year. So they collect sufficient amounts of that so that they can have what is needed when those payments come due. As a rough estimate, you will need most likely 2 to 3% more. What? Whoa! You're thinking, now what? I have to save more? Let's see what solutions we can help you with to cover the closing costs and prepaids. Don't put your home buying on hold. Let's see where we can go with this. Depending on your local markets, you could ask the seller to contribute to your closing costs and prepaid items. Depending on the type of mortgage you are using and the down payment amount, the seller can contribute as much as 3%, or in some cases as high as 6% of your purchase price towards your closing costs and prepaid items. What is going to determine that is the loan program that you select. Okay, that's great, but what if the seller says he doesn't want to cover the closing costs? There are other options. Gift funds can be used. Well, what are gift funds? Well, gift funds come from a family member or a significant person you have a relationship with. This is totally acceptable for additional funds needed for closing costs, and in fact, you can even use it for down payment as well. The funds can come from more than one family member. I think my all-time record was 8 gift letters on one transaction from all over the world, as a matter of fact. Hold on, don't just start putting that gift money in the bank. There are processes that need to be in place before you start utilizing gift monies. The gift monies need to be documented. There's a gift letter that needs to be provided and signed. The best advice is to reach out to your lender or me to ensure that you are following all the rules from the beginning. Things you can't do for funds to close. You cannot borrow funds unless those funds are secured by collateral. What does that mean? Well, as an example, if you had your vehicle paid off and you were comfortable with having an additional monthly payment, you could refinance your car for cash as long as that refinancing payment does not have a negative impact on your qualifications for your home loan. Borrowing on your credit card is not an option. You could use your 401k asset through your current employer if they allow you to access that money for your first-time home purchase. Most will. The good news is that this particular loan payment does not count against you for qualifying purposes. When borrowing funds to cover other closing costs for a home, keep in mind that all secured borrowed funds must be properly documented. To ensure this is set up properly, meet with a lender and make a plan. Miscellaneous items that have worked in the past for me, I've had people use a rare stamp collection or a coin collection. Typically that's inherited rather than, somebody our age having that, but it's still an option. I've seen vintage guitar collections used. Most anything that has documentable value with a bill of sale and a copy of transfer documents, title if it's a car, a paper trail is required. Cash payment is not part of a proper paper trail. Down payment assistance can also be a solution. If you are eligible to use these programs, they can assist you with your down payment and/or closing costs. One example in the state of Washington, where I'm located, is the Washington State Housing Finance Commission. Their programs provide for a second loan to bridge the money gap for home ownership. They have a variety of programs. They've helped many, many people to step into home ownership that otherwise would not be able to. Knowledge is the key. Now that you have options and an experienced lender who can help you sort that out, proceed with your purchasing. This purchasing process is a many-layered process. When you step into this arena, it is wise to partner with a lender who has a background in a variety of markets and a myriad of products. As you've learned today, being mortgage ready is not just having the down payment ready. Partnering with an experienced and reliable lender who can guide you and advise you is the key component to success. Reach out and we'll get started. If this will help someone you know, please share. As this market continues to change, knowing an experienced lender matters. Cheers to homeownership. My contact information is listed below.